Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final game of the evening. This is our championship game in the boys bracket. It features the Huntsville Middle School Bears against Robbins Middle School Hawks. The Robbins Hawks are in blue, and the Huntsville Bears will be in their white with black and gold. These teams have almost identical records. Regular season record was 11-2 for Huntsville Bears and 10-3 for Robbins. And of course, both have had one victory here in the tournament. And we saw a real good game earlier with the Robbins and Huntsville girls. That game was very close right down to the end, and then Robbins was able to hold on to their lead and possession of the ball and cause Huntsville to go into the foul situation. And talked to both coaches before the game started, and Huntsville had saw the game, their preliminary game Thursday night. They had a boy that sprained his ankle. He is on the floor and is going to start. Coach said he was going to try to start. I think he's out there all right. Don't see anybody limping around, and so I believe they'll be okay. As I said, their records are virtually equal. 11-2 for Huntsville and 10-3 for Robbins, and we look for another real close, real fine ball game. As we said earlier about this crowd down here at Scott High tonight, say middle school, and it's not very exciting, but I'll tell you, it's good, exciting basketball, and these fans certainly think so. This place is full. We have stands just about completely packed, people standing around the sidelines on both ends. So we're looking for a lot of action. Huntsville Band is here, so you'll hear them occasionally, and they're creating a lot of excitement. These games are brought to you by the generosity of Markham's Parts, Purdue's Texaco, Scott County Trustee Jimmy D. Bird, Thompson's Yamaha, Oneida Hardware, and Huntsville True Value, Mahler's Auto Mart, the Scott County Insurance Group, Scott County Pharmacy, Carson's Custom Lumber, Pennzoil 10-minute oil change, Videos Are Us, Scott County Executive Dwight Murphy, and the Scott County Board of County Commissioners. B&B Metals, Bryant's Jewelry, RNS Automotive, Markham's Furniture and Appliance, A1 Auto Parts and Service, Fred H. Duncan and Son Insurance, Phillips Drive-In, and Helenwood Foods. Okay, we've finished with our warm-ups. Teams have been called to the bench, getting ready for our starting lineups. Starting lineups will be introduced momentarily. We would certainly like for you to go by and see these fine sponsors that got on this program and brought you these junior high basketball games. It was put together a job that went real well, and we're glad to see them get on board and help out WOCV Channel 4. Number 4 is Marcus Posey. 34 is Jordan Walker. That's 23, Mike Reber. And that's number 12, Jonathan Lawson. And number 15, Jonathan Hammond. And for the Huntsville Bears as they come out the tunnel there. Number 12 will be Travis Ellis. That's Jacob Miller, number 20. That is 23, Graham Willen. 21 is Matt Keaton. And number 50 is Brad Claiborne. And that's the starting lineup for the Huntsville Bears. All right. Okay, coaches Bronner and Harvey are gathering their teams around them, giving their last-minute instructions, and we are just about ready for the tip-off as we get this championship game of the Scott County Junior High School Tournament underway. This boys division certainly have had exciting, good basketball games throughout the tournament. The consolation games, the girls' game, consolation game was real close and exciting. The Robbins Huntsville girls' game was very close right down to the last minute and 10 seconds, and they were able to pull it out. But all these games have been real close. A lot of the preliminary games, very good basketball. So tip-off, ball is in the air, and Robbins controls the tip. Shot is up and no good. Huntsville down with the rebound. Oh, steps. Number 20, Miller, steps on the drive before he put the ball on the floor. From three-point land, hits the rim. Huntsville brings the ball down. His pass is slapped away and kicked out of bounds by number 12, Lawson. Huntsville will inbound the basketball. Pass around the wing, out on the right wing. Shot underneath is number 12, Ellis, wide open underneath, and they dropped him the ball, and he was fouled. He'll be going to the line for two. Fouls on Posey, number 4. Travis Ellis at the line will be shooting two. First one is up and off, no good. There's 5 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the first quarter. We're just underway here. Some 42 seconds, and score still 0-0. No one's. And our first point is put up by Ellis. Makes the score 1-0. Robbins down the floor. Cross-court pass on a drive around the side. Shots up, and rebound goes to Huntsville. Cross-court pass. Shot in and ring the rim and then come back out. That was a Wilson on the shot. Rebound off of the hand of Robbins' player, and Huntsville will control the inbound pass. From three-point land, hits the front of the rim. Robbins controls the rebound. Pass on the fast break. Shot was up but not in. Oh, we have a whistle and a collision under the basket. See what they're going to do. Walker is called for the foul for Robbins, jumping in, pushing. So it's his first foul. Robbins' second foul. Picks up his dribble in the back court. Cross-court pass. Double teaming the ball handler. 10-second violation. Unable to get the ball across the timeline. Turnover. Ball goes to Robbins. Hawks bring the ball in around the left side. Drive in the middle. Took an extra step. A nice cut, but one too many steps. Scores 1-0, 4 minutes and 28 seconds. This game's starting off just like the other championship game did, and players seem to be a little bit tight. Number 4, that's Posey. That's his second foul of the night. Number 3, Cody Frog checks in to Robbins. Posey goes out. Reber called for the foul. Shot is up by, that was 23 Wilson for 2. Good strong Shot up to the basket. That's a three. If it goes in, it's off the rim. Shot up and over the rim by Robbins. Rebound controlled by Huntsville. They're down on a fast break. Man's on the lead. Kick it back out, and the shot's up and off. Huntsville got the rebound, but they shot was blocked, but he got him with on the follow through or with the body one because called a shooting foul. So Posey then gets 2 fouls. Frog replaces it. He gets 1 immediately. So that's up and good. Ellis, the second shot is up and good. Gives him 3 points. The score is 5-0. Robbins is yet to score a basket. Pass the ball on the end line. Turned over to Huntsville. 3 minutes and 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Ellis on the drive. Passes up court. Cross underneath the basket to number 23, Wilson, and he scores his second basket. 7-0. 3 minutes, 24 seconds left. Shot is up and off the front of the rim. Rejected by Wilson. Frog's shot was caught clean. I thought it was clean, but I guess not. No, we got a blocking foul underneath. Got him with the body. Frog gets the first one in. Second shot on. And in. We have a 2-7 score. 3 minutes and 13 seconds left. And I think we have steps before we got rid of it. Ellis charges into a double team. Unable to pull up quick enough. 3:10 left in the first quarter. Shot inside by number 15, Hammonds for 2. Makes it 4-7. Frog jumped in front in the passing lane, tried to steal the ball. I think he'll be charged with committing the foul. Be his second. It's non-shooting. That's their 6th foul with in a little under 3.5 minutes. Shot is up and off the rim. Rebound fought for. And Wilson puts it back in with the rebound for another 2. That makes it 9-4. Good drive, just lost control, blocking on Wilson. That'll be his second. Going to the line will be Lawson. Jonathan Lawson for Robbins. Here we go on the line shooting 2. Off the back of the rim. 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Score is 4-9. Robbins with 4. Second shot is up and off the back of the rim. Huntsville Keaton comes down with a rebound, brings the ball down the floor. Into Miller, crossover under the basket to Claiborne and in for 2. The score is 11-4. Hard pass off of Keaton's hand. Robbins remains in control. Got to clear out some of the people down there in the corner to get room to play the ball game. Shots off the rim to long rebound out to Huntsville. They're down. Have a 3-on-2. That was Miller in there for 2. Underneath, I think the foul's. Calling number 20. Called Miller for the foul. And that's the 3rd foul on Huntsville. That ball will be taken in. Slapped out of bounds by Huntsville. Robbins will control the inbounds pass. And that was Reber on the drive. Foul's called on number 21, Keaton. Nice underhanded scoop by Reber for 2. Good drive and scoop shot. That's 6-13, a minute and 22 seconds left in the game. Ellis brings the ball down. Up with the shot for a 3. Travis Ellis with a 3-point, 16-6. Robbins up and in. That's Reber. He's got hot for 2 quick baskets. Makes it 8-16. We're into the last minute, 56 seconds. Claiborne at the 3-point line, loses the basketball. Robbins controls a tripping. He didn't get it. And off the end, out of the inbounds, and turns over to Huntsville. Justice to Reber there. He was tripped, but just coincidental. Feet got tangled up. Miller from the 3-point land, up and no good. That is Wilson in for 2 more. Robbins quickly down the floor, 3-point shot and good. Reber with a 3. 11, 18, 19 seconds left to go. Call of blocking. Fouls on Robbins. Lawson commits the foul. That's about the 8th team foul. Travis Ellis at the line, shooting a 1-and-1. 17 seconds. That shot is good. Second shot is up and good. .14 seconds left to go. Down low into the paint. Shots up right off the rim. Rebounds fought for. Ball's around on the floor. Bounced on the end line. Goes over to Robbins. .3 seconds left in the first quarter. Score is 11-20. 9-point lead by Huntsville. Far out 3-point land. Could have. All right, that ends the first quarter with the score. Robbins 11 and Huntsville 20. Run down the scoring real quick. Travis Ellis has 8 points. Jacob Miller has 2. Graham Wilson has 8. And Brad Claiborne has 2. For Robbins, Hammond has 2. Reber has 7. And Frog has 2. Makes a total of 11. So remember our fine sponsors for this junior high tournament. If you're looking for quality and value, then buy all your automotive repair and replacement parts at Markham's Parts. Your auto Value Parts Store, 18731 Alberta Street in Oneida. Convenient foods, a delightful deli, and Texaco gasoline too, all served up with friendly hometown service. That's Purdue's Texaco. Next time you need something quick, fast, and convenient, follow the star to Purdue's Texaco, Scott Highway in Helenwood. Okay, second quarter is underway, and Huntsville controls the inbound pass and gets it in low to Wilson for 2. Makes it 22-11, 5 minutes and 40 seconds left. Robbins takes 3-point. That's number 15. Hammond took the 3-point shot. Rebound comes off to Huntsville. Huntsville gets the ball down into the front court. Shot, pass underneath and in. That's Ellis for 2. Broke through the lane. Hit him on a nice pass. Jump shot is up and fouled from behind. That will be number 23. Reber will be going to the line. The youth of our community is the future of our country. Scott County trustee Jimmy D. Bird is proud to sponsor our youth, our young athletes, and wishes them continued success, both in school and life. Reber's at the line for 2. The first one is good. Number 4, Blake Lau is in the game for Huntsville. Second shot is up and good. Number 41, Eric Jones, is in the lineup right now for Huntsville. Robbins is able to control the ball. No rolling around. Knocked out of bounds by Lau. That'll be Robbins' ball. Robbins steals the inbound pass. Double team. Was able to steal the ball away. Too hard under the basket. Man wide open, and the ball was too hard and too high. 4 minutes, 43 seconds left in this second quarter. Score is 13-24. Huntsville is enjoying a 11-point lead early in the game. That's Ellis for 3 points, and ball is off the front of the rim. Rebound down to Robbins, number 15. As Hammond's driving that lane, gets the shot and gets the foul. He'll be able to come to the line, make that a 3-point play. That shot did count. 4 minutes, 27 seconds, 15-24. Shot was off, and we have walking. .23 left. Huntsville now has a 9-point lead. Robbins able to cut 2 points off of that time down. Shot's too hard off front of the rim. Rebound to Huntsville. Ellis takes the drive and the shot. 2 more. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Shot is up by Hammonds off the back of the rim. Robbins with a rebound. Number 12, Lawson with a shot. Hammonds underneath with a rebound and lays it in. That's 6 points for Hammonds so far. Robbins with a rebound. We have a whistle, and I don't know why. Keaton's back in the game for Huntsville. We have Wilson, number 23, called for the blocking foul. That's 3 on him. Hammonds will be going to the line for a 1-1. Score is 17-26. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first. Number 10, Claxton, comes in for Wilson. First shot is up and good for Hammond. Second shot is good. Robbins is chipping into that lead. It's down to 7 points. 3 minutes, 19 seconds left to go in the first half. Trying to drive the baseline. There's nothing there. Hammond on the breakaway for the layup and in. Good. For 2 more for Hammonds. Knocked 2 more off of that. We're down to a 5-point lead. Robbins is working their way back. Ellis up for the long shot. Rebound to Robbins. Down there trying to run. Got a man on the lead and layup. Short. They steal the ball and will knock it out of bounds. It'll be Huntsville's basketball. 2 minutes, 44 seconds. Robbins working on this 11-point lead that they had. Huntsville had a few minutes ago, and they've knocked it down to 5 points. They've had 6 unanswered points. Ball goes out of bounds. The pass was a little errant pass there, went the wrong way, and Robbins takes back over. 2:35. Chance now to cut this lead down to a 3-point lead. Number 3, Frog shot was a little over the basket. Huntsville trying to run, had a man on the lead. Charging, waved the basket off. Foul is on number 12, Ellis. Charging, no basket. Robbins takes over. Two minutes, 13 seconds left to go. Hammonds drives into the middle. Shots up. Robbins off with a rebound. Drive down the lane. Take it away. Blocked. Shots back up. Huntsville comes away with a rebound. Trying to get into the low post. Claxton with the ball out to Ellis. 3 points for Ellis. Makes it 29. They break their scoring drought with a 3. It makes it 29-21. Move that back up to an 8-point lead. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. 3 points. That was a 2. That was a 2. For Lawson, it was his first basket. Claxton in the middle. Pass over to Ellis. Ellis up with a shot and over the rim. Keaton up, and Robbins comes away with the rebound. Huntsville has a man hurt under their basket. Kind of slow coming down the floor. He's shaking it off. I believe we have a blocking foul. Reber's going to the line. That was on Claiborne for blocking, and we have a timeout charge to Robbins. Looking for the biggest, baddest ATV ever made? Then get on down to Thompson's Yamaha and check out the Grizzly Automatic from Yamaha. Thompson's Yamaha, Kawasaki, and Suzuki. 2915 Baker Highway in Huntsville. Plumbing and electrical supplies, paint and accessories, tools for any job, large or small. Find it all at Oneida Hardware. 18095 Alberta Street in Oneida. In Huntsville, check out Huntsville True Value Hardware. 3136 Baker Highway. Quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and minivans, all at prices you can afford. Old car worn out, need a dependable transportation? How about a second car? Then see the folks at Mahler's Auto Mart today. Mahler's Auto Mart, 24446 Scott Highway in Winfield. Okay, at the line. Reber, Mike Reber's shot is up and in. Makes it 24-29. Got it back down to a 5-point game. 1 minute, 1 second will be left in the ball game. That shot is off the rim. Frog comes away with gets a rebound, but shot was knocked away. Huntsville has the ball into the front court. Shot underneath to Claxton, and he puts it up and in. David Claxton's first shot points of the night. Bodies all over the floor. Called up foul on number 3, Frog, for tripping. Oh. I don't know. I'm just not going to say anything. Walker comes back in. Frog goes out. He was just flat run over and got charged with a foul for tripping, and he was already there. I don't know. Rebound off to Robbins, stolen away. That's 23. That's number 21, Keaton, for his first basket of the night. Score is 33-24. Huntsville's moved back out to a 9-point lead. Robbins answers right away with now 19 seconds left to go in the game. Make it 16. Ball stolen away. Walking on Robbins. Ball goes back over to Huntsville. 6.7 seconds. Score is 26-33. 7-point lead. I think we have an injury timeout. Robbins called that timeout. So 6.7 seconds and timeout Robbins. Auto Home Life Commercial Insurance, Scott County Insurance Group. Troy Sexton and Brian Worley, agents. Scott County Insurance Group, 19962 Alberta Street in Oneida. More than just a drugstore, Scott County Pharmacy has a wide variety of seasonal and traditional gift selections. Stop by today and see the all-new 2001 collection of Valentine's Day gifts. Over-the-counter medications, computer-accurate prescription filling and friendly service too. Scott County Pharmacy, 22745 Baker Highway in Huntsville. Okay, Huntsville will inbound the ball, and there's only 4 seconds left to go. Miller up for the shot over the basket. And that will bring the first half to a conclusion. The score is 26 for Robbins and 33 for Huntsville. Doing a quick rundown of the score, and this is unofficial. I've done a real quick count. I think I'm right. Number 12, Jonathan Lawson has 2. Jonathan Hamby, number 15, has 9. 23, Reber. Mike Reber has 12. And Jordan Walker has not scored. And Cody Frog has 2. And on Huntsville, we have number 12, Travis Ellis, with 3, 6, 15. Jacob Miller, number 20, has 2. Matt Keaton, 21, has 2. Wilson has 10. And Claiborne has 2. And number 10, Claxton, has 2. We have the Huntsville cheerleaders out on the floor right now. See if I can give you these cheerleaders' names. We got them in the first half, but we'll run down them again. Robbins was Dakota Chambers, Brittany Blevins, Brittany Massengale, Krista Lynch, Olivia Burke, Montana Chambers, Brittany Hatfield, Terry Reese, Sarah Bird, Tiffany Pemberton, are coached by Jill and Polly Griffin. And the Huntsville cheerleaders are Amanda Williams, Danielle Ray, April Jen, Courtney Phillips, Madison Kirkpatrick, Tiffany Carson, Brittany Carson, Keisha Lau, and Paige Brooks, and coached by Heather Matthews. Custom engineered and built roof and floor trusses at prices you can afford. Building a new home, expanding your existing home. Call Benny at Carson's Custom Lumber for all your truss needs. That's Carson's Custom Lumber, 1062 Leatherwood Road, Oneida. Call Benny at 569-4510. Changing your oil every 3,000 miles will extend the life of your automobile. Having it changed at Pennzoil 10-minute oil change center in Oneida will give you peace of mind. With each oil change, you'll get their exclusive 22-point service check, which includes topping off all fluids and even cleaning the windows. Next time service is due, don't just change your oil, change to Pennzoil 10-minute oil change center, 19588 Alberta Street in Oneida. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back to the second half of the Robbins Hawks versus the Huntsville Bears. This is the final championship game in the Scott Junior High basketball tournament. Score at halftime is Huntsville 33 and Robbins 26. Huntsville at one time had an 11-point lead. Robbins was able to close it back down to 4, and then Huntsville started to pull away once again. It's been a game of streaks. Huntsville scored the first 5 to 7 points before Robbins was able to get on the board, and then they close up, and then Huntsville pull away, and then Robbins will close up. So it's been a streak running game. We got 12 minutes, 2 quarters left to play. It's been a hard-fought game all the way through, and we're looking forward to a lot of action right here at the end. Selection, service, and value. It awaits you at Videos R Us. Movie and game rentals. Videos R Us has one of the area's largest selection of new release movies and games, plus thousands of older titles to choose from. Tonight, don't go home without one. A movie or game from Videos R Us, 19253 Alberta Street in Oneida. Okay, we're ready to get started here in the second half. Robbins will be in possession of the ball to get the game started. You can hear the Huntsville band in the background cheering their team on. They're trying to get some of the fans away from the basketball court, walking around. This place is packed, I want to tell you. They've got a good crowd here tonight. Got people standing on both ends. Bleachers are full. A lot of people came out to see this. And Hammond starts it off with a 2. And that makes it 28-33. 5 minutes and 42 seconds left to go. Huntsville starters are back in. Ellis rims off and put back by Claiborne, number 50. That's give him 2. Hammond for the 3. Oh, shot was off the rim. 28-35. 7-point lead for Huntsville. We have a foul underneath. Going on Lawson. That's Lawson's second shot. And 12 foul 12. Ellis will be at the line for 2. First shot is up and off. Second shot is up and off the back of the rim. Robbins controls the rebound. Hammond comes away with it. Brings it down the floor. 3-point by Robbins. Keaton with the rebound. Trying to get the ball down across the timeline and throws it away. Jump ball called. Lawson on his shot is just a little bit short. Possession error is in favor of Huntsville, and they will inbounds the ball. Pass too hard for Wilson. Out of bounds. Robbins will bring the ball back up the court. Knocked away by Keaton. Robbins ball. Reber on the drive. Shots off. Number 4. Posey up with a rebound and give him 2. That's 30-35. Goes back down to a 5-point differential. Ellis puts in the 2. Put it back to 7. 4 minutes and 2 seconds left in the third period. Number 50, Claiborne, is called for a foul. That's his second. Robbins controls the ball in. Three-pointer up by Walker. It's off the rim. Ball stolen away and knocked back. Out of bounds off of number 23. Reber. Be Huntsville's basketball. Miller up with the shot. His second basket of the night makes it 30-39. 3 minutes and 33 seconds left to go in the third period. Huntsville starting to pull back out. A nice drive, but the shot was up and short, and Posey's shot was short, and makes Huntsville down with a rebound. That was Keaton for a 3. 42-30, 12-point lead. 3 minutes and 5 seconds left to go. Pass is stolen away and going right back in to Robbins. Three minutes and 2 seconds. Score is 30 for Robbins, 42 Huntsville. And I believe we got someone going to the line. Reber's second foul. It will be a possession foul. Well, Huntsville will inbound the ball. Wilson up and in for 2. 44-30. That was Reber on the rebound, lays the ball back in for 2. 32-44, 12-point lead by Huntsville. As Ellis drives the lane and chopped on the shot. Reber commits his third foul. Ellis will be shooting 2. First one is up and in. Robbins takes a timeout with the score. Robbins 32, Huntsville 45. 13-point lead enjoyed by Huntsville. 2 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in the third period. Scott County Executive Dwight Murphy and the Scott County Board of County Commissioners are proud of the youth of the community and their accomplishments. They embrace the spirit of tonight's athletic competition and hope these young athletes find success both on and off the court. Extend the life of your next roofing job by using metal. Today, folks are enjoying the reliability and affordability of metal roofing. It's durable yet aesthetically pleasing. Today's metal roofing is available in a wide array of colors and is available in lengths of up to 48 feet. To learn more, call Gary today at 569-6674. B&B Metals, located at 18231 Alberta Street in Oneida. Okay, Ellis is at the line. He'll be shooting a one shot. This is second of two. Up and off front of the rim. Rebound to Hammond. Robbins will bring the ball down the court. Takes a drive right through the middle of the lane. Hammond brings it in for two more. 2:17 left. 34-45. 3-point range. Rebound comes off to Lawson. He drives lane, ball on the end court, turned over, goes to Huntsville. Rebound up and off. Ball's tipped around. Ellis with it. Walk in, steps called on Ellis. Ball goes over to Robbins. Score is 34-45. 1 minute, 46 seconds left in this third period. 11-point lead by Huntsville. Wide open for the three. Off the rim. That's Reber's fourth foul. He was called for pushing. Ball goes over to Huntsville. Minute 35 seconds left to go. Referee moving some of the people back away from the court. Ellis brings the ball across the timeline, and dribble gets away from Huntsville. Reber on the drive, layup is up and in. Pass gets away. Wilson right underneath for the layup and in and good. Makes it 47-36. Still 11-point lead. 1 minute left to go in the third period. Lawson traveled with the ball. Palm of the ball called on Miller. That's a turnover. Ball goes back over to Robbins. Huntsville still got their 11-point lead. 47 seconds left to go in the third period. They're leaving him wide open for the three. Go ahead and take it. Come in, get his own rebound and put in two. That's Hammonds. And Huntsville throws the inbound pass away. Cut the lead down to 9. Robbins will take the ball out underneath their own basket. 32 seconds left in the third period. Three-pointers up and almost in. Huntsville with the rebound. Robbins with the steal. Hammonds driving for the layup. Too hard. Comes up with his own rebound. Ball back up on the rim. And they have Lawson up with a shot, and he is fouled by Wilson. Wilson, I believe it is, will be the call for the foul. And Lawson will be going to the line. That was a lot of action over there. Hammonds and Lawson rebounds and back up. And that shot is off. 18 seconds left to go in the third period. 38-47, 9-point lead by Huntsville. Second shot is up and off. Rebound fought for. Huntsville in control. Drug that pivot foot, turned over. Ball goes back to Robbins. 15 seconds left. Robbins will rebound it under their own basket. 3-point up and off. Robbins gets the rebound. That's Posey, number 4. And they throw the ball away and goes over to Huntsville. Didn't get a shot off. 1 second. Shot's up. No good. Call for the foul. Hammond's first foul in active shooting, and he will be shooting 2. Ellis missed the first one. Time has expired in the third quarter, but he still gets to shoot his foul shots. Second shot is in and good. Fouled at the 3-point shot, gets 3 of them. Ends up hitting 1 out of 3. Makes the score 48-38. Huntsville with a 10-point lead at the end of the fourth quarter. The folks in and around Scott and McCrae County have come to know and trust Roger and Glenda Bryant at Bryant's Jewelry. The Bryants are known throughout the area for the fine quality craftsmanship. Roger is an excellent jewelry and watch repairman too. Bryant's Jewelry with 2 locations, Oneida Plaza and Main Street, Whitley City. If you're in the market for a pre-owned car or truck, then come to Roger at R&S Automotive. Roger has a large inventory of clean, affordable, pre-owned automobiles. Stop, shop, and make a deal today at R&S Automotive. 21020 Alberta Street, Oneida, next to A1 Auto Parts and Service. Teams are back out here for the start of the fourth quarter. And Huntsville will inbound the ball. Miller on the drive and takes steps before he goes up with the shot. On the turnover, ball goes back to Robbins. Got 10 points to make up here in this quarter. And we have a whistle and steps. Posey able to intercept that pass. On the drive, a dribble gets away from him. He goes up and in. That's Posey's second basket of the night. Makes it 40-48. Ellis trying to get control. Wilson with the shot, and I believe that was Hammond that got the foul. It's his second foul of the night. He was fouled in the act of shooting, so Wilson will be shooting 2. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left in the game. First shot is in. And the second shot is in. Bounced around a little bit, but decided to fall. The score is 40-50. Huntsville down on the low post. Posey up with a shot. It's off the front of the rim. Huntsville controls the rebound. Ellis ball down and pass is intercepted. Hammond on the drive and through everyone and lays it up for 2. 42-50. And we have a timeout. Robbins calls timeout while we've got timeout on the floor. We'll remind you of a super selection at tremendous values, and that's what you'll discover at Markham's Furniture and Appliance. Markham's has the area's largest furniture and appliance showroom. A bigger selection, lower prices, all home appliances, stereos, TVs, VCRs, and fine furniture too. Markham's Furniture and Appliances. 211 Depot Street in Oneida. For automotive maintenance and service, the folks in and around Scott County rely on the car care professionals at A1 Auto Parts and Service. Routine service, minor and major repairs, parts in-house to complete the job fast and efficiently. A1 Auto Parts and Service, 20992 Alberta Street in Oneida. Okay, we're ready to get back underway. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in the ball game. Score is 42 Robbins and 50 for Huntsville. And there's a Huntsville's able to get the ball in, just barely being able to beat the 5-second call. We have a whistle. Lawson committed a foul. And that was 3 on him. Number 20, Miller, will go to the line. And the first one is in. Second shot is up and off the side. 2 Robbins players fighting each other for the ball, and steps are taken by Posey as the ball goes back over to Robbins. 9-point advantage, 4 minutes, 39 seconds left in the ball game. Hard pass underneath for Claiborne. Robbins player tipped it out of bounds. Possession will stay to Huntsville. Down on the low post to Claiborne for a 2-point layup. 53-42, back to 11-point lead for Huntsville. 4 minutes, 11 seconds left. Hammond's up with a shot. 2 more for him. The ball on inline at Ellis as he brought it up court. 4 minutes and 1 second. 44-53. Cut it back down to a 9-point lead. They got a chance here now to shave it down to 7 or 6. Reber with the basketball, gets it over to Hammond. 15, shoots to 3 off the rim. Wilson with the rebound. Underneath to Claiborne, and he is fouled. I don't know whether that was a shot or a pass, but it was a long pass underneath. Fouls on Posey. Claiborne's first shot is up and in. Walker returns to the game for Robbins, and that's number 3. Cody Frog goes out. And the second shot is up and in. Hammond for 2 more. Ball's down on the floor, being fought for. Jump ball called. Possession error is in favor of Robbins. That was Reber in there making that play. Possession in favor of Robbins. Go down to a 9-point lead. Shots up and short. Huntsville gets the rebound. We have a blocking foul called on Robbins. Trying to cut off his progress there at the end line. That's Lawson's 4th foul. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the ball game. Score is 55-46. Huntsville enjoying a 9-point lead. at the line for a 1-and-1. First shot, 2 shots. First shot is no good. Second shot will be up and in. Makes it 56-46, back to a 10-point lead. Three-point shot, double bounce around on the rim. Claiborne with the rebound. Break the full court pressure, get the ball down, go down through the paint is Ellis, and he is whacked as he goes up for the shot. And that's Posey's 5th foul. He will be out of the game. Fred H. Duncan and Son Insurance represents many fine companies like Allstate and CNA, meaning you can shop around and find you the lowest rates and best coverage. Home, auto, business, motorcycle, mobile, home, and more. Serving Scott County since 1949. Fred H. Duncan and Son Insurance, Northtown Plaza in Oneida. Okay, Ellis up at the line. 2 minutes, 47 seconds left in the ball game. 10-point lead, 11-point now by Huntsville. And second shot is up and in. Makes it 58-46, back up to a 12-point lead. 2 minutes and 42 seconds. Hammond on the drive, layup is up and in. That was Reber, excuse me. Fight for the ball underneath, and finally comes out by number 15, Hammond. And they call steps. Steps called on number 12, Lawson. Miller brings the ball down the floor. And the pass is knocked away. 2:06, 48-58, 10-point lead. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in the game. As Miller with the ball gets in to the paint to number 50, Claiborne, and he lays it up and in for 2. Makes it 60-48, 12-point lead. And the pass gets away from Hammond. And turnover, ball goes back to Huntsville. 1 minute, 46 seconds, and Robbins takes a timeout. Burgers, pizza, fish, sandwiches of all types, ice cream, hot fudge cakes, banana splits, over 150 menu items. That's the selection at Phillips Drive-In. Phillips Drive-In offers variety for everyone in the family. Phillips Drive-In, 18499 Alberta Street, Oneida. Phone orders at 569-4002. Buzzer sounds to bring teams back out on the floor. 1 minute, 46 seconds left to go in the game. And we have a 12-point Huntsville lead. They will get the ball in. Ellis up with the shot and in. Ball down low to Hammond. Going to call Miller, number 20, I believe, with the foul. That was Reber on the pass. Huntsville not yet in the penalty situation, or Robbins not in the bonus situation yet. It's a better way to say it. Hammond, number 50, up with a shot, and it's off the front of the rim. Rebound to number 21, Keaton. And a foul is called on Robbins. 1 minute, 19 seconds left in the game. 12-point lead. Score is 48-62. 1 minute, 19 seconds left of game. Matt Keaton at the line. He'll be shooting 2. First shot is up and good. And the second shot is up and good. 1 minute, 17 seconds. 16-point lead now. Hammond for 2. Misses everything. Ball is off Huntsville outside. Robbins will take it underneath their basket. 1 minute, 9 seconds. Inbound pass to, that's a 3 for Lawson. Makes it 51-64, down to a 13. 1 minute left to go. That shot was double blocked. Everybody got a piece of that one. Pass gets away. 44 seconds left in the game. Layup ball over the rim. Huntsville comes away with Claiborne, comes away with a rebound. 30 seconds left. That's Ellis on the drive for 2 more. $15. That's Reber for a 3. And a jump ball. Foul called on Reber. That is his 5th. So as Robbins have had 2 starters to foul out. 12 seconds, 12.7 seconds left. And the score is 54-66, 12-point lead by Huntsville. At Helenwood Foods, they believe in giving you honest value, not so-called savings based on inflated prices. And at Helenwood Foods, you'll never need a discount card to get the lowest prices. Fill your shopping cart with real food values today at Helenwood Foods, 12460 Scott Highway in Helenwood. First shot was up but no good. Second shot by Keaton is in. Makes it 67-54, 13-point lead, 10 seconds, 9. Three-pointer is off. 4-3. They don't need to shoot. They don't need to go down the court. Number 3 Frog commits the foul. 2 seconds left to go. And Huntsville will go down as the champions. Keaton at the line. Huntsville pulls everybody away from the basket. First shot is up and no good. That's Claiborne at the line. That makes it 67-54, 69-54. 1 second left in the game. And the game is over. 15 points. 54-69. So the Huntsville Bears will be the number 1. They readjusted the scoreboard. Now it's 68 to 54. It's a 14-point. That's what it should be because they give them 2 on that 1 basket. Okay, Huntsville's congratulating themselves out there in the middle of the floor. See if I can give you a real quick rundown here. Travis Ellis, number 12, had 25 points. Number 20, Jacob Miller has 5. Number 21, Keaton has 8. Number 23, Graham Wilson has 17. Number 50, Claiborne has 10. Brad Lau and Eric Jones didn't score, and Claxton has 2. And on Robbins, Posey has 4, 12 Lawson has 5, Hammond has 21, Reber had 21, and Walker, don't have him as scored, and Fogg had 2, making the total 54-68. Remind you that these games were brought to you by Markham's Parts, Purdue's Texaco, Scott County trustee Jimmy D. Bird, Thompson's Yamaha, Oneida Hardware at Huntsville True Value, Mahler's Auto Mart, Scott County Insurance Group, Scott County Pharmacy, Carson's Custom Lumber, Pennzoil 10-minute oil change, Videos Are Us, Scott County Executive Dwight Murphy and the Scott County Board of County Commissioners, B&B Metals, Brian's Jewelry, RNS Automotive, Markham's Furniture and Appliance, A1 Auto Parts and Service, and Fred H. Duncan and Son Insurance, Phillips Drive-In, and Helenwood Foods. Getting ready for some awards presentations, I think. Going to give away some trophies and some most valuable players. We're going to come back when they get set up for the award ceremony. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with the award ceremony.
This year, all the schools and coaches elected a sportsmanship award. This year, the sportsmanship award goes to the Fairview Rebels.
Fairview Rebels win the Sportsmanship Award. Get them lined up there for pictures, and now we got their picture made. We'll go to the next award.
Beginning with our girls, 4th place, Fairview Rebels.
Girls 4th place went to Fairview. Congratulations to the Fairview Rebels. That's 4th place in the tournament. Okay, and the winner of our consolation game tonight, a real good basketball game it was between Fairview and Winfield. And Winfield was able to pull out the win right there at the end of the last minute and something other. They pulled ahead. The game was very close all the way through. So Winfield comes away with 3rd place. And now they're getting their picture made.
Girls, 2nd, Huntsville Lady Bears.
2nd place to the Huntsville Lady Bears. That was the girls division of championship game earlier tonight. With them in there, and they're going to get their picture made. Our staff of photographers has certainly grown out there. We started out with 1, now we have about 7. So we ought to be able to get a good picture out of this. And now the championship picture.
Scott County champion, Robbins Lady Hawks.
Scott County Junior High Lady Champions. Robbins played a very good game tonight. Were able to come away with the victory. And as we said earlier in the game, that they had played each other twice and each one had won once, and as it turned out, then Robbins won. The final score was 8 points different, but the game was a lot closer than that. They were trying to foul at the end, and trying to get possession of the ball, but the game not indicative. You here to see the final score at 37-29. It was much closer than that. Tied at half, tied at the end of the 3rd quarter. And
now for your boys, 4th place, Birchfield Rams.
Birchfield Rams 4th place. And they managed to move into the semifinal round with a very good win over Winfield Monday night in the qualifying round. They played Winfield and kept putting Winfield on the line with the fouls, and come from behind and took the lead at the end of the game, and were able to get into the semifinals, and were unable to take another victory. That was their first victory of the year, but they've got several good ball players on that Birchfield team, and they're going to go someplace. Fairview comes in 3rd place on the boys' side. So they are in there to get their pictures taken. They just can't decide which way they want to turn. They're running a photographer all over the floor. One team wants to take it one way, the other team takes it turns them around, so he's just back and forth. This is the 3rd place team, the Fairview Rebels. Everybody's trying to be a little different pose and a little different way to do it. These fellas all wanted to be down on their knees. So now we have our second place.
Robbins Hawks.
Robbins come in 2nd place. They Very good game. I think Huntsville might have had a little more height, a little more power down inside, but certainly played a fine game. They might not have been quite as deep as the Huntsville team was, but they certainly got some fine ball players on that team. Jonathan Hammond scoring 21 and Mike Reaver scoring 21. They definitely put the ball up, and they got some scores on there. So good ball players on the Robbins squad. Very fine job. Very good season for them. They ended up the year with the regular season they were 10-3, and then 1-1 in the tournament, so that makes them 11-4. Very good season for the Robbins Hawks.
2001 Scott County champion, Huntsville Bears.
As the champions. And Huntsville concludes a very good year. They were regular season 11-2 and take 2 wins away here in the tournament, and that makes them, for the year, they are 13-2. That's a very good season for these young men. They got a lot of good size. They got some boys who are going to play some high school basketball in there. Some off all these teams have got good players. Got a lot of the guys are going to be we're going to be hearing down the road. They're going to be playing for Scott High, and I think they got some very good ball players in this junior high group. So one thing, they have a lot of fight, and they play with a lot of enthusiasm. That's one thing, the kids on the floor don't look at the clock. I bet you could stop them any time during the game and they couldn't tell you what the score was. They just know they're playing basketball and they're playing hard all the time, every second. Every play, they are going just as hard as they can go. Some of these games were a little one-sided, but it didn't slow down the action any. Nobody was any give up in anybody. And we want to congratulate the Huntsville Bears for their first place in the Scott Junior High Tournament. Now we've got some individual trophies to be given away. I think we're going to get around and give a
now the girls all-tournament team.
Going to list the all-tournament
From
team.
Winfield, Ashley Troxel.
Ashley Troxel.
From Huntsville, Marina Ellis.
Marina Ellis.
From Huntsville, Brandy Nelson.
Brandy Nelson from Huntsville.
From Robbins,
This girl here
Amanda Gold.
will definitely be seen in the Scott High picture very shortly. Amanda Goad from Robbins.
From Robbins, Sabrina Bird.
And Sabrina Bird from Robbins.
And your 2001 Girls MVP from Robbins, Amanda Bradley.
And Amanda Bradley is MVP, and she is from Robbins. That team right there, you could put on the floor against a lot of high school teams. And folks, they all are going to go to Scott High next year. So rest of the area better look out. There's some good ball players in there. Okay, we're getting everybody's picture made there. Now we'll bring on the boys all tournament team.
Your 2001 boys all tournament team from Fairview, Edmund Lau.
Edmund Lau from Fairview.
From Robbins, Mike Reber.
Mike Reber from Robbins. Played a fine game tonight.
Robbins, Jonathan Hammonds. From Huntsville, Graham Wilson.
Jonathan Hammond. Graham Wilson.
From Huntsville, Jake Miller.
And number 20, Jake Miller from Huntsville.
And your 2001 boys MVP from Huntsville, Travis Ellis.
And Travis Ellis is MVP out of Huntsville.
Let's give all these kids a great big hand for a great tournament, ladies and gentlemen.
And that was,
Have a safe trip home and good night, everybody.
we do want to congratulate all the athletes that played, all the fans that came out, and everyone that stays tuned and watches us on WOCV Channel 4. We are awful glad to be able to bring you this tournament, something they've been working on for a while to be able to get some of the junior high games on. We also want to thank our sponsors. They were instrumental in getting these games on for your viewing pleasure. Markham's Parts, Purdue's Texaco, Scott County Trustee Jimmy D. Bird, Thompson's Yamaha, Oneida Hardware, Huntsville True Value, Mahler's Auto Mart, Scott County Insurance Group, Scott County Pharmacy, Carson's Custom Lumber, Pennzoil 10-minute oil change. Videos are us, Scott County Executive Dwight Murphy and the Scott County Board of County Commissioners, B&B Metals, Brian's Jewelry, RNS Automotive, Markham's Furniture and Appliances, A1 Auto Parts and Service, Fred H. Duncan & Son Insurance, Phillips Drive-In, and Helenwood Foods. Once again, we want to thank you all for tuning in and watching this tournament, keeping up with it. We want to thank everyone that came out. This is Bob Harris. I've been sitting in here with you on these games. I'm sorry and apologize for all the errors and stumbling and everything we've done. This is my first time to try anything like this, but we made it through. So thank you all for watching, and good night.